Hello there, welcome to the new channel, all about watches. To kick things off, we've got an exciting watch today. It's the C65 Dune from Christopher Ward. It's their go anywhere, do anything watch, and it's been one I've been excited to get hands on with. So should we get into it? Let's flip you around, get you to the desk, and have a look.
So here it is, usual Christopher Ward watch box that we all know and love. This one is on loan to me from Christopher Ward for the purposes of this video, which is really nice of them. I've been wanting to get my hands on this watch since it had come out, so I can see it, see if I like it. Usual Christopher Ward box stuff, I'm not going to go through that, we've seen it all before, but here it is. Beautiful looking watch. I really like that double domed sapphire crystal, it really catches the light. Now first things first, this strap. I'll say it now, it is quite hard. From the factory, straight out of the box, it's quite similar to the Tide strap, if you've ever had one of them, where it takes a while for it to become a bit more soft and pliable and sit on the wrist a little bit better. It is pretty hard to begin with, and some people tend to soak them in warm water overnight or whatever to let them break in a little bit. So don't let that put you off this watch. It is a great strap, and it really suits this watch. The go everywhere, do anything, adventure watch, and this sand coloured canvas strap I think just really does pop. Certainly with those vintage style looms there. But this is the light catcher case. Christopher Ward really do know how to make a nice case, and their light catcher case is a great example of that, because it just catches all the light, you know, with those polished and brushed edges and bezels and chamfers, and there's that double domed sapphire crystal on the front, you can see. Beautiful. And the back with its Sellita SW200-1 movement, so it is an automatic movement, but it's manual wind as well, of course. I believe this one does have a 38-hour power reserve. Screw down crown, it is rated to 150 meters water resistance, so on your adventures you can go swimming with this, and it will be watertight down to 150 meters, as I said, which is nice. Look at the light catching it, beautiful. That's the profile for you with a stamped Christopher Ward logo. 38mm diameter, 43.6mm lug to lug, and it's 11.7mm thick. On this strap it weighs in at around 82 grams, which is a really nice weight for this sort of watch. It's not going to feel heavy on your wrist. Obviously that will change if you have the rubber strap or if you have a leather strap, and it will increase if you have the brushed steel bracelet that is an option. There you can just about see the applied logo, the twin flags from Christopher Ward, and I really like that they're applying the logo. There you go, better look. I think that really does make it just a little bit more luxurious looking, rather than having it printed or painted on. Now, on my 7 and a bit inch wrist, it fits really nicely. Weirdly, even though it's only 1mm less than the Sealander 39mm, to me it looks like it wears just a little bit smaller, but that's not a bad thing. This would be ideal on much smaller wrists, but equally on larger wrists I think it's quite contemporary and classic, those smaller case diameters. And as I said, the strap is a bit tough at the moment, so it does sit a little bit awkwardly, but it will ease up with time and become a bit more pliable. So there it is on the wrist. I love it. I think it looks great, and it just has that really nice classic, you know, pick up and go style watch, rather than it being specifically a diver or a classic. So here's a Lume shot. We all love a Lume shot. It's really great Lume on this. You can see it nice and bright blue there. I think it's what they call an SLN Grade X1 Lume. Nice blue tinge to it. Kind of suits that classic styling of the watch. Yeah, beautiful, isn't it?
So, the C65 Dune from Christopher Ward. What are my final thoughts on this watch? I've had it for a couple of days now. I've worn it out and about as if it was my own watch, and I really do like this watch. I love that domed sapphire crystal, the vintage style of the indices with that off-white. The blue lume's quite nice as well. I always like a blue lume. And I think on this strap, it just suits the whole vibe of this watch, really, that adventure style watch. It's £750 on this strap, which I think is a brilliant price for the watch you're getting. My only complaint is that when I'm looking at this watch on their website, the Sealander is just there out of the corner of my vision, and it's tough to decide which one I would have between this and the C63 Sealander because they're so similar. You know, it's their light catcher case, very similar size, 1mm in it. The dial is very similar. The only difference is those indices, you know, batons on the C63, and the domed crystal. That's really the only differences you're going to see between the two, realistically. And that is where I think people might struggle to decide between the two. Which, at the end of the day, is not a bad thing to be struggling about, is it? First world problems, right? If you've got the money and you're looking at this watch, definitely check out the Sealander as well, but at the end of the day, it comes down to which sort of style you prefer. This vintage style with the off-white lume indices, or the more modern C63 Sealander. Both are fantastic watches, highly recommended. I love Christopher Ward's, and anyone who knows me, who's seen my videos, know that they're one of my favourite watch brands, and they're only getting better and doing more and more incredible things. So thank you for sticking with me for this video. I will see you in the next one, which shouldn't be too long away. Yeah, and if you're thinking about an adventure watch, definitely have this one on the list. Thank you so much. Till next time.